what I don't understand.
If people are just watching for the first time in the Confed Cup, so they haven't seen VAR, video assistant referee, and how it works, only the referee can initiate a review, but the other officials can recommend it. And because we're not able to obviously hear their conversations like you can in rugby union, rugby league and cricket, we don't know. We assume clearly he didn't ask for a review. It looks blatantly obvious the referee didn't ask for a review, but we don't know whether the other officials said anything like, you might want to have a look at this.
Well, that's exactly what they should. That's what it's there for. And if the referee hasn't got a good view of that, which I don't think he had, then they should be saying upstairs, he's made contact, have a look at it, ref.
But then why is he not giving that player a yellow card? If he thinks that it is not a penalty, then he must have dived. So why is he not giving the player a yellow card?
But when we saw it, you could see that he was in no position to make the decision, which is fair enough. He's not always going to be able to see it.
Then he needs to ask.
That's what it's there for.
Well, it's strange when in the run-up to the World Cup, and it's a bit of a dress rehearsal. We had one in the first game involved with Russia, where it was an obvious penalty not given. It seems strange that as we're road testing VAR, that they haven't asked for it in a critical moment of this semi-final. We'll be talking much, much more about VAR as the days roll into months and roll into years, I promise you that. Anyway, time for the penalties then. Glenn and Clive. Clive's got his grid at the ready.
There has been another FIFA proposal based on the schedule for tennis tie breaks to change the penalty shootout. There's a feeling there's an undue advantage to the team that goes first. And the proposal is for Team 1 to take penalty 1, and then Team 2 to take penalties 2 and 3, and then Team 1 to take 4 and 5, and so on. But this is an old-fashioned shootout that's not being trialled here. And Arturo Vidal, who made a right mess of that penalty for Bayern Munich against Real Madrid in the Champions League, is going to take the first one. Smash. Didn't make a mess of that. Chile lead by 1-0.
Really positive look. The run-up was positive, the strike was positive, and certainly the celebration was as well. Look at that. He's been fantastic tonight. He really has. But that's important. If you go first, you score that first one. You put the pressure on.
Just to reiterate, Chile did try to make another substitution immediately before the final whistle. They tried to bring on Leonardo Valencia, but they couldn't get him on in time. One of the Portuguese substitutes, Ricardo Quaresma, is going to take their first penalty. And saved by Bravo.
That's a good save. I think he might have just moved slightly. He comes out and takes one step. There he goes. And then he decides to go the right way, and he makes a good save. It's a good height for the goalkeeper, though.
There's an argument for having video review of that.
Yes, again, that's the rules. Why don't we go that way? But, you know, that one step too early, then it really should be dragged back again. But it's a good save.
Bravo, who made a penalty save in each of the Copa America final shootouts, which Chile have won in the last 2 years. Quaresma is consoled. Aranguiz is next for Chile. And it's 2-0 now to Chile. Charles Aranguiz.
Yeah, they've done their, but it's sort of down the middle, isn't it, Clive? It's not quite down the middle, but now the pressure is on. This is the key penalty. If you're 2-0 down and you miss this, wow, that is pressure on Portugal.
Another substitute, João Moutinho. He's a set-piece man. He's a great taker of free kicks for Portugal, but this is a different skill. Claudio Bravo will now be fancying his chances. He might know in the back of his mind he can move. João Moutinho, and Bravo saves again. 2 poor penalties, 2 good saves.
Well, it's identical, isn't it? The same height, same side. He takes a step forward and then dives. Look, there's the right foot, and he pushes off that right foot, and it's an identical save. And the pressure now is right on Portugal, and whoever's coming up to take this, Sanchez now.
He won one of those Copa America final shootouts with the most audacious chip down the middle, Alexis Sanchez. But if he scores here, Portugal have no room for manoeuvre at all. Alexis Sanchez. 3-0 to Chile.
Good penalty, great penalty. It's all about the mental state, really, your calmness and that real belief, positivity that you're going to score. And he's well, similar to Vidal, wasn't it? He showed body shape goes, I'm going to the goal, he's left, now I'll whip it back the other way.
Now, do they save Ronaldo for the end, or do they bring him forward now? Because they've got to score. They can't miss another penalty. It's going to be Nani. It may well be that Portugal are going to play a shootout in which their main man never gets to take a penalty. Nani has simply got to score. Save number 3 from Claudio Bravo. It's Chile who go to St. Petersburg for the final. 3 Portuguese penalties, all saved by Claudio Bravo. The captain has led by example here, and Juan Antonio Pizzi's team are through to another major final. Vidal, Aranguiz and Sanchez all scored. Quaresma, Moutinho and Nani were all foiled. And Claudio Bravo, who hasn't had the greatest year, let's face it, some real ups and downs with Manchester City, dropped in January and may be replaced during the summer with the incoming Ederson. Is an international hero tonight. 3 penalty saves take Chile deservedly through to the final.
Don't say it's just the Confed Cup. Look at the way they're celebrating. Claudio Bravo, if you're a Man City fan, you're thinking, probably made more saves in 5 minutes than they've seen him make in months, but he was brilliant tonight.
Brilliant. 3 great saves. Very calm, very assured. You know, yeah, well done. But also Vidal, what a penalty. Yeah. And you see at him now how he's celebrating. What a player.
I don't want to take anything away from Bravo because the 3, but possibly 3 of the worst penalties I've seen in a shootout, and to lose your first 3, to miss your first 3, inexcusable. Really.
I've seen this before, and you might have seen it, and certainly viewers will remember. In Kiev in Euro 2012, they lost to Spain, and Ronaldo was penalty taker number 5, and it never got to him, like tonight. Where should your best penalty taker be? It's all very well saying take the vital one, but if he doesn't get that far, it's wasted.
We were having this discussion before, weren't we? And we said maybe first and last.